Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about... We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run here with Raymond Calais.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
At the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears in good field position to start out, 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the ground, it's Calais. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. They run with Calais. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Wilson. Looking deep for Hilton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man complete. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. An even 90 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
On for the point after.
After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Matt Gay is set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. On the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Calais. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
At the 33-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Now 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Daryl Patterson on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 79 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson. 77 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bears 21, Seahawks 7. Matt Gay.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go read option with Wilson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Wilson being chased out left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
On third down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
3 yards.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And the punt team on now as this one's set away. They'll look to set up his blockers. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 31, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Darnell Mooney, the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And 8 at the 37-yard line.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get out.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Calling
with a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Wilson dancing to his left and brought in by the tight end Cook. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st down, Seattle.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Seahawks.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Bears 27, Seahawks 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
But just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. After the interception, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you, at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Check 15, check 15. Slow down. Banjo. 58, come on. 58, come on. Play out.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And they give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line, oh, that was fun.
So for Chicago, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.